In the heart of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, lies a place where history, struggle, and hope converge. Africa Hall, a witness to Africa's journey through independence, unity, and rebirth. This iconic and historical space was completed with its murals and architecture in 1961 by famed Ethiopian artist Afewerk Tekele, who emotively captured the soul of a continent in his extraordinary three-part triptych. Africa Then, Africa Now, and the Future is a monumental study of the struggle for the total liberation of Africa and the determination to claim its own destiny. 25 years earlier, in 1936, Ethiopia's own Emperor Haile Selassie stood before the League of Nations, warning of the dangers of fascism as Italy invaded his home nation. His pleas for justice were met with silence, a poignant reminder of Africa's struggle and the need for recognition on the world stage. Yet his words echoed throughout time, inspiring generations of African leaders to pursue independence with unyielding determination. And so it was, in the corridors of Africa Hall in May 1963, that 32 African nations came together to form the Organization of African Unity and signed the very charter that defined its existence within these walls. More than a political alliance, it was a powerful statement of Africa's will to unite, fight for peace, and secure freedom for every last country on the continent. Africa Hall serves as a testimony to this alliance of the unity forged by the men and women of the continent. The vibrant 1970s saw Africa Hall bustling with the energy of a newly liberated continent, the voices of African leaders echoing through its walls as they shaped and shared a vision for Africa's future. This journey, however, was not without its challenges. The continent, which like Africa Hall was once brimming with optimism, was now characterized in the 1980s and 90s by immense obstacles. Civil wars, famine, economic struggles, and political instability all weighed heavily on the continent. However, with the dawn of the 21st century, a new chapter for Africa awakened, including for the now deteriorating Africa Hall. The African Union, the successor of the OAU, ushered in a renewed sense of purpose. The continent embraced challenges of climate change, adopted the African Continental Free Trade Area, mobilized against the COVID-19 pandemic, and committed itself to the path of industrialization and digital transformation, with a new twin promise of Agenda 2063 and Agenda 2030. With African nations now harnessing renewable energies, building vibrant tech systems, and fostering innovation, Africa Hall is once again emerging as a symbol of a much-needed resurgence, a place where a new crop of leaders can reshape the architecture of its founders to tackle Africa's pressing issues, forge solutions, and rebuild a sustainable future for the continent. Throughout the continent's challenges and triumphs, Africa Hall is once again reigniting our history and will stand to remind the next generation of leaders that Africa is a continent that refuses to be defined by its struggles. Its wealth lies in its numerous resources, its heritage, its culture, and its people. It is a living artistic testament to Africa's ability to overcome, to rebuild, and to reimagine its sustainable future. Africa Hall, reigniting history.